Tata Motors has given the Tiago another update, and if it is a car of your interest, then this video is for you. We are taking a closer look at this hatchback, who it's for, what it offers, and which variant makes the most sense. Let's begin. SUVs may dominate the market today, but there are still plenty of buyers looking for an easy to drive hatchback for city use. That's exactly where the Tiago fits in. At 3.8 meters, the Tiago makes for one of the most compact and easy to drive hatchbacks in the market. Its key rivals are the Hyundai Grand i10 Neos, Maruti Suzuki Swift, Wagon R, Celerio and Ignis, Renault Kwid and Citroën C3. Let's start with what the Tiago gets right. The cabin feels premium and practical with light grey fabric across the dashboard, door trims and seats, as well as physical buttons for AC control. The body control on this little hatch is excellent and it feels quite planted and assuring at highway speeds. Also, its tight turning circle makes it easy to navigate in the city traffic. However, there are a few things to note. The petrol engine isn't the smoothest. You will notice vibrations at idle and hear it more at lower speeds, especially if you are coming from a more refined hatchback. We would have liked adjustable rear headrests and load sensors, both of which some rivals offer. Moving on to the powertrains. The Tiago still gets the same engine options as its pre-facelift model, a 1.2-litre 3-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol and a 1.2 CNG. The 1.2-litre naturally aspirated petrol makes 86 horsepower and 113 Newton meters and comes mated with a 5-speed manual or a 5-speed AMT gearbox. If you plan on using this car for daily city driving or occasional highway driving, the power feels adequate. The clutch is light and the gearbox is easy to operate, making it effortless in daily city traffic. For buyers considering a lot of city driving in traffic conditions and who do not want the hassle of changing gears, we'd recommend you to go for the petrol AMT version. It also has paddle shifters in case you find yourself in the need of overtaking and need to quickly downshift. But do keep in mind that there is a fair bit of delay, as by nature the AMT gearboxes are slower to respond.
If running costs are your priority, the CNG version makes for much more sense.
This too is mated to a 5-speed manual or an AMT gearbox. In CNG mode, this engine churns out 75 horsepower and 97 Newton meters. It is the pick for buyers who spend a lot of time covering long distances or commuting daily but within the confines of the city. You will save significantly on running costs, but you will have to live with lower performance, especially during highway overtakes. One good thing about this powertrain is that you can directly start the car in CNG mode. Also, you may find the AMT version's creep mode a bit aggressive, but that smoothens out with speed. What is also a first is the paddle shifters for the CNG AMT version, thus helping make your life a bit easier. Tata also recommends driving the car on petrol for around 10 kilometers after driving on CNG for 300 kilometers to help maintain fuel system health and prolong engine life. So far, we've tested the fuel efficiency for the CNG version, which came out to be 33.33 kilometers per kg, meaning on a full tank, you can cover a distance of approximately 320 kilometers. As for the petrol manual variant, our experience suggests that owners can expect over 13 kpl in the city and around 17 kpl on the highway. So, how much does the Tiago cost? Prices range from 4.7 to 8.55 lakh rupees introductory ex-showroom. As always, on-road prices will vary depending on your city and local taxes. There are 6 trims on offer, so let's quickly break them down and see which one makes the most sense. The base Smart trim is available with a 1.2 petrol or a 1.2 petrol CNG with a 5-speed manual gearbox. Key features include tilt option for steering wheel, making your driving position more comfortable, digital instrument cluster, fabric upholstery with thigh support for front seats, and Tata has retained physical buttons and rotary dials for manual AC controls for ease of use. Its 242-liter boot is respectable and can comfortably accommodate 3 cabin bags and a couple of backpacks, and Tata does provide a spare tire as well. The CNG version though eats up some luggage space, but it can still accommodate a cabin bag and a few smaller bags. Pure is the second trim on the list. This trim onwards, you get all the powertrain options this car has to offer, including an AMT gearbox. 14-inch steel wheels with cover enhances the looks, while paddle shifters for the AMT version and driver's seat height adjust improves the practicality quotient over the smart trim. Comfort features include 2 speakers, rear defogger, and digital instrument cluster with Bluetooth that double downs as your infotainment system. Tata calls this bring your own device. What this means is that you can connect your phone with the car and play music or attend calls while using it as an infotainment system to check maps and more, thus completely eliminating the need for an aftermarket touchscreen. All these features can be had at a premium of around 80,000 rupees over smart trim. Over the Pure comes Pure Plus for around 55,000 rupees more. This trim too offers all the engine and gearbox options, and this is where the Tiago starts feeling like a much more complete car. Keeping convenience in mind, this trim sees addition of an 8-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 4-speaker sound system, 65-watt USB-C port, and cruise control. Safety is enhanced too with a reverse camera, electronic stability program with traction control, hill hold assist, and tire pressure monitor. Then comes the Pure Plus A trim. For an extra 50,000 rupees over Pure Plus, comfort and convenience see an upgrade with auto climate control and rear AC vents. Safety is enhanced too with features such as auto headlamps, rain sensing wipers, a feature that people living in areas prone to heavy rainfall will appreciate, and rear wiper and washer. Next on the list is Creative trim. This too is priced at a premium of 50,000 rupees over Pure Plus A. Along with larger 15-inch alloy wheels, you will see additional safety features such as LED headlamps for better visibility, a 360-degree camera, and a blind spot monitor. What's also interesting is that the petrol version will get a 10.25-inch touchscreen, while the CNG version continues to come with an 8-inch unit. Finally comes the top end trim, Creative Plus. This trim comes only with a petrol engine with either a manual or AMT gearbox. For an extra 30,000 rupees, it adds a wireless charger, connected tech, and a 65-watt USB-C port for rear passengers over Creative trim. Now, a quick look at safety. The Tiago hasn't yet been tested by Bharat or Global NCAP, but its pre-facelift version was tested by Global NCAP in 2020, which scored a 4-star rating for adult occupant protection and 3 stars for child occupant protection, and since the platform remains the same, we expect a similar result or possibly even better, since the one tested back in 2020 was equipped with just 2 airbags, but the present facelift comes with 6 airbags as standard. Other standard features include ABS with EBD, ESC, rear parking sensors, ISOFIX child seat mounts, and 3-point seat belts with reminder for all seats. Higher trims add 360-degree camera, blind spot monitor, auto headlamps, rain sensing wipers, tire pressure monitor, hill hold assist, and traction control, making this hatchback one of the safest cars in the country. So, should you buy the Tata Tiago? It remains a compact and economical hatchback, but more aspirational thanks to its modern styling, refreshed interiors, and expanded feature list. So, if you are buying your first car or want to own a secondary vehicle for city limits, the Tiago is for you. But if you have a lots of highway running or need a bigger boot, For long distance trips, then you should consider a premium hatchback like the Hyundai i20 or a subcompact SUV like the Tata Punch. Budget conscious buyers will find the pure trim attractive. From 5.5 to 7.05 lakh rupees, it is priced well and gets all the engine gearbox options this car has to offer. Driver's seat height adjust, digital instrument cluster with Bluetooth, rear defogger and more are part of the package. What's interesting is that you get paddle shifters for the AMT gearbox regardless of fuel choice. But if you can stretch your budget, we'd recommend going for the Pure Plus trim. For extra 50,000 rupees over Pure, it adds practical features like an 8-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, cruise control, 4-speaker sound system, tire pressure monitor and more. Our pick of the range is the Pure Plus A trim. It is priced well between 6.5 to 8.05 lakh rupees ex showroom. It packs in useful features such as auto AC, rear AC vents, auto headlamps, rain sensing wipers, rear wiper and washer and more. However, if you want to have all the bells and whistles this car has to offer and budget is not a constraint for you, only then going for the top end Creative Plus trims makes sense. Priced between 7.3 to 7.85 lakh rupees ex showroom, features like 10.25-inch touchscreen, 360-degree camera, wireless charger, connected tech and more are part of the package. But you may find yourself considering a more premium hatchback or a subcompact SUV at this price point. So, what do you think of the Tata Tiago and which variant would you pick? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, do like the video, subscribe to Autocar India and let us know which other car would you like us to cover next.